Not one more word tonight between here.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So, Mr. Flores here, and this is the video that's going to be dealing with solving formulas. Now, solving formulas is one of those things that kids find it pretty difficult, just because it's kind of abstract. It's a little different, but it's really not, because you're just solving an equation, but instead of having a bunch of variables, a bunch of numbers, you just have a bunch of variables. So, let's just start off with an equation that is D equals M times R plus T. All right, we want to solve for R, which basically means we want to get the R all by itself. So now I'm going to write an equation with numbers instead of variables. Now, if you look, this is just the same exact equation as y equals mx plus b, an equation for a linear format. So if we're over here and we have 10 equals 3r plus 5, the first thing we want to do is subtract the 5 from both sides. Okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm not actually going to combine the 10. I'm just going to write 10 minus 5. Likewise, over here, since the r is in this term, we need to get rid of the t. All right. T minus t is, well, no t. So it's d minus t equals m times r. Likewise, it's 10 minus 5 equals 3r. All right. So now, to get r by itself over here, we must divide everything by 3. So it's 10 minus 5 over 3 is equal to r. Again, here we want to get r by itself, so we divide by m. So d minus t over m, and your final answer is exactly that. Equals r. All right. All we did was solve for r. We got it all by itself. If you notice, we do the same exact steps using only variables as we do with numbers, because variables are just numbers that we don't know what they are, so we have to use a letter and we can't use an actual number. All right. Except with numbers, we can simplify things, because 10 minus 5 is 5, so it's really 5 over 3. But since d and t we don't know what they mean, or m, it's really d minus t over m equals r. All right. Now, the one thing you really want to pay attention to is, since we have a capital D here and a lowercase t, m, and r, make sure those stay lowercase throughout the whole equation, because a lot of times in equations, especially ones that are important, capital and lowercase letters mean different things. So make sure we stay on top of those. So now let's look at another equation. We'll do the equation of perimeter, which is 2L plus 2W. Because the perimeter is both the lengths plus both the widths. This is the perimeter of a square or a rectangle. All right, and let's solve for L. Again, 2L is here, so we need to subtract 2W. So we have P minus 2W, since we subtracted from both sides. Again, since P and W don't have the same variable, we can't combine like terms. So it's just P minus 2W equals 2L. All right. We want to get the L by itself, so we divide both sides by a 2. So you get P minus 2W over 2 is equal to L. All right. Now this could be our final answer, but we could actually simplify it one more step by breaking up this fraction, which you don't have to do, but I just want to let you know that you could also have P over 2 minus W equals L, because the 2 divided by 2 is going to cancel here, so it's P over 2 minus W equals L. If we had to plug in numbers for W and L and P, or W and P, this would be easier to evaluate because there's less going on. But again, both of these are correct. They're both fair forms. Hopefully this video helps you out on solving equations. Again, it's one of those things that just becomes easier the more you practice it. It's nothing really hard. because we already know how to solve equations. So it's just equations without a lot of numbers, but a lot more variables. So if you have questions, email me, check out Derivative Dude, and have a good one.